Alright, welcome back YouTube. And today we are finishing up the system, the ME system. But first I need to make a macerator. I've been letting this stuff crush each other, or it. And I also hooked up a couple of magnetic dynamos. Anyway, I hooked up a couple of them over here because the energy that the four steam engines here was not producing enough. So these two magnetic dynamos that I have here should be able to produce enough energy to keep this thing running full time, and probably enough to keep this, slowly charging while it's in use. So I didn't have to bucket the lava in, I had to hook up a bunch of fluid ducts here, so I just have it pumping out here. And I decided that the little leg that I had there from the tank was kind of ugly, so I broke it. And I found out that when you break the block, it actually shows you, it actually picks the block up like a portable tank. And so you don't actually have to make a portable tank block, like these things. You just make the open blocks tank here and you can carry them around. Although you can't get the upgrades like these things can, but you can change the config so that they can contain more. As you can see, it's 100% full with 16 MB. 16,000 MB, which is 16 buckets of lava. And so I just, reconnected my block structure here, and voila, extra lava. It's kind of cool. I didn't know you could do that. So the portable tank is obsolete compared to the open blocks tank. Yeah, although that kind of looks cooler than just a glass structure full of lava. Although this one does kind of look cooler when it's empty, because you can see the lava swishing around inside. So yeah, I'm just gonna let this continue going. I'm actually gonna stick back in a 50 lapis there, because I know I'm gonna need this later. And I got enough redstone or ruby to make my energized thing here. So we'll go back to the macerator, because this is what I need. I need to make the advanced circuit here, which was the lazurite dust and redstone. And glowstone, let's see, let's take this, and I need a circuit. I believe I made a bunch of those. Yeah, I did. Of course I did. And let's see, what else do I need? I think I got it all. Did I make it? No. What am I missing? Is that right? Circuit, glowstone, and redstone. Yeah, I got it. Why is it, why did it say I did? Okay, whatever. Now I need a steel machine hull, and what was that, steel plates? Yeah, steel plates. Lots of steel. Alright, so that should be enough steel. If I take my... I need a wrench, don't I? So if I take my, if I get a wrench here, what wrench? Can I make a steel wrench? Yeah, I can. Let's make a steel wrench because it has a lot of durability, and I have lots of steel right now, so not too worried. We'll take 6 steel. Make a steel wrench, and then make a box. Put that in the middle, and my plates around the edges, and the advanced circuit in the middle, and 3 diamonds. 3 diamonds, and I have myself a macerator. Alright, let's stick that there, and now with that being powered, I'm going to require a few diamonds, and by a few diamonds, I'm going to take 20. No, I'm going to take 40 and macerate them all. Yes, 40 diamonds. You are correct in that number. That is 40 diamonds that are going to be crushed into... Not crushed. Okay. So can I macerate, or pulverize the diamonds instead? Yeah, I can crush the diamonds. Okay, we'll use crushed diamonds instead because it doesn't seem to want to cooperate with me. And I require, I think it was 2 diamond dust for the fiber cables. Glass fiber cables. Oh, I don't need the diamond dust for the glass cables. The diamond dust was for something else. I'll have to remember to use it later because I know I need diamond dust for something. Getting way ahead of myself here, but let's make these energium crystals here, or energium things. We're gonna make 26 of them. Sure, let's make 26 of them, and then we want some of this, and we will make all of it. Yes. I'm going to use this cable for a lot of stuff, so I'm going to end up needing a lot of rubium. First things first, we are going to replace this wire here with the fiber cable here, because I want less energy loss, or no energy loss. We are then going to stick this up to here, and I'm going to leave that hole empty because that hole is for something else. And I'm going to bring this cable down to here, and that will be good. And then over here, I am going to take, over here, I'm going to take my ME cable, and I'm going to run it over here so that is connected. Cool thing about the ME system is that as long as the machines or the blocks are touching each other, they are connected as if they had cable between them. But if they're not connected, they need to have cable between them. And I also remembered while I was playing around with this is that I need wireless boosters. These things. Which is a quartz crystal, redstone, and iron ingot. So let's make a about 16 of those. I didn't need these, did I? Already forgot the recipe. Where is it? No, I needed redstone. Okay, so we'll have 16 redstone, half a stack of iron. Where are you, iron? And 16 quartz. Okay, and we'll make my wireless boosters. Take all of them, and we will place the, I don't think it's 16, but I think it's oh yeah, it's 16. There's a maximum. I think the maximum is 16 or something like that. Anyway, it increases the radius at which it can operate wirelessly with the remote that I have here. You're not going to be able to I'm not going to be able to show you yet, but once the thing is powered up, I'll show you. It's probably going to reach about maybe here-ish when it's powered up. If I didn't have those boosters, it would be like right about here or something like that. So it increases the amount quite a bit. And because it's midday here, there's going to be a lot of stuff going on. The door is going to open and close, and yes, it is a very squeaky door. Okay, let's get this on. The next thing I need is a something to power my system with, and because this is quite a large system, it's going to require a lot more power than a bat box can provide. If I could spell right. So if I go to Industrial Craft here, we can see that there are several units of energy I can make. The MFE, the Batbox, the MFSU, and Gregtech has some higher power energy units, but these are for Industrial Craft, the base. And I don't think I need anything higher than the MFE at the moment, but we'll see. So I need iron plates this time instead of steel plates. which Gregtech seems to like to use steel plates compared to iron plates. It's a good thing I have some gold cables. I'll make those into insulated cables, and then I'm going to use some iron plates here to make the MFE. I also need the energy crystals, which are those red ones. As we saw previously, if we compress the energium crystals, or dust here, it will make the energy crystals that we need. And there's the 40 dust. And, oh yeah, I wanted lapis in there, so we'll continue putting the lapis in there. And while the energy crystals are compressing, we will also make the cables and the box here. So the iron plates will make a basic machine casing, and rubber on this. You need 2 to make insulated gold cable. Oh my god, my language. Oh, blah blah blah. You need 2 to make 1 gold cable insulated. So I took 2 stacks of rubber to make. Oh, hello. Is the top of this hot? Oh god, the top of that is hot. Okay. So be careful when you're sitting on the top of this thing. Huh. Is this done? Oh, it only does 2 at a time. Oh, okay, because they don't stack. Okay, I see. So we're just gonna let this melt up here. Melt up. And what do we got here? Uranium-238, uranium-235. Man, this is MOX nuclear fuel. Plutonium in tiny piles. We're definitely going to have to get into nuclear reactors here at one point, but for now, we'll just stick with the lava generation for now. It's safer and won't explode me, so, you know, there's that. And here's all the crystals I need. Let's make that MFE. So if I go over here, and I go here, of course it's not, because I am using items that don't stack, so it's not going to automatically do it for me. So let's just manually fill this thing out. There we go. I got a storage upgrade. Achievement get. So if I come in here, and I point this facing down, and I place it on this cable here, I will now get a energy unit, which is powering my ME controller here. And you'll see that it is using quite a bit of energy. Oh, alright, it's at the point where it is stored enough in its energy buffer, internal buffer, that it is not using so much energy from my MFE. Now my MFE will slowly be powered by my bat box down here. Ow, ow, ow. Which is kind of what I don't want to do. I'm going to have to, probably going to have to move my bat box. So that it's not hindering my charge from the generators. Actually, the generators aren't... I don't know. I'm probably going to have to do something with that power system down there so that I can hook up my AE system better. But here is the AE system. This is the crafting monitor. It will show you what's being crafted in its processes. It can process 4 things at a time, and everything it does is pretty much instant unless it has to actually craft something, like take some ores and put it in a furnace and pulverize it, and you know, you have to tell it what to do, but for the most part the system is pretty intelligent. And here is my crafting terminal. Whatever I store in here, if I have a bunch of wood and iron and redstone and cobblestone, I can have it make pistons for me, or I can take the wood and stuff and I can craft and put it back into the system. So, you know, kind of cool. So what I want to do is I want now to make a bunch of storage units. so let's go back to the ME, or the Applied Energistics System here, and we'll take a look at the storage units we have. So we have all these storage units up to the spatial storage units, and I don't really know what this means. I wonder if this is like a stack by a stack by a stack. So 2 stacks by 2 stacks by 2, which would be 16 stacks of items. I don't know. And then there's the creative cell, the cell that you cannot make. You have to actually spawn the cell in. But it can store an infinite amount of any 63 items that are inside of it. But the ones we will be using are normal cells because I don't feel like cheating them in. Maybe in the future when I have tons and tons and tons and tons and tons and tons of stuff, and you know, like 30 drives or something, and I just don't want to deal with that many drives, so I'll just spawn in some creative cells to take up the space, or to save some space rather. Alright, so let's get on to the system, the cells here. I'm going to make probably a few of these 16Ks. There's 4Ks here, but I'm probably gonna make a couple of 16Ks. I'm thinking probably at least three 16Ks, and then a bunch of 4Ks, so probably 6, maybe 10 4Ks maybe. We'll see. So what does a 4K take? It takes a storage segment, which is 3 of these cells. So if I take all these cells that I had, all of this, let's take all of this out here actually. Get this dirt out of my inventory. Get that back in there. I don't need the bucket. Get out of here, bucket. Don't need my cables anymore. Not gonna need that, or that, or that, or that, or that. Probably not gonna need that. Not then gonna need that. And other than that, I think we're good. No, not gonna need that. Alright, so let's get some cells made here. I'm gonna need some iron. Definitely gonna need some iron. Need some more iron. I don't need this diamond dust. That stuff can wait. I believe I have a bunch of glass in here. Yep, there's glass. There's some more glass. Lots of iron and gold. Yes, love it. Okay, stick all of that in there and keep only a couple stacks of iron and gold on, or iron on me. And come back over here and make my first 16K. Do I have any redstone? I have a little bit of redstone. That's fine. So I'm going to need 3 of these in order to make a storage segment. So if we come over here and we click on the storage segment and then encode, we now know how to make the storage segment. We also want to know how to make a storage cell, so we'll encode one of those. And we'll also want to make a to upgrade the segment into a block. So we'll encode that. You don't necessarily need the items. As you can see, there is segments in here, but I don't have any segments. So you don't need the recipe in order to encode. So if you know you're going to be using a recipe a lot, you can feel free to encode everything. So there we go. We got storage cell all the way up to a cluster, which is awesome. Okay. Next up, we are going to need to know how to make the cutting knives here. So let's put this pattern in there. going to have to go get a stick ourselves, because I think if it has a different type of stick in there, it's going to be looking for that stick and it won't be able to know what to do. So in order to make these processor chips, I'm going to need to know how to make them, or how to cut them, right? I could use the laser grids from BuildCraft, I believe it was BuildCraft, to make them for chipsets. But I don't really have the power or the capacity to do that yet, so I'm going to tell it to use the cutting knife to do it. And I have to tell it how to make silicone. So if I take a piece of silicone, I don't have any silicone. Okay, I'll have to do that later. If I take a piece of silicone, I'm gonna actually have to make some ME interfaces here too. Where are they? There they are. So I have to encode that, and I'm gonna have to encode this, and I'm gonna have to encode this, and I'm gonna also have to encode this, just to make sure that it knows how to make cables, it knows how to make dust and conversion matrix, and then it can make the box itself. I'm also going to have to teach it how to make a Fluix Pearl and Fluix Crystals. So now it knows how to make all of that. Okay, next up we need to know how to make the storage devices here. So we'll make that one, we'll make the 4K one, we'll also do the 16K one, and we'll also do the 64K one. So now it knows how to make all these storage devices. In fact, let's move them up to the top here so that they aren't all messed up. And we'll move the Fluix dust over there. Conversion matrix there. Okay. I think we're good for that now. Anything else I want to make here? No. Alright. So, this would be easy if I was able to just pull everything out of there. But unfortunately, because I don't have any storage units at the moment, I don't actually have any of the ingredients in order to make the stuff from the system automatically. So I'm going to actually have to manually do this. However, I do already have the stuff in the system, so once I am able to make fill up the drives, I will be able to make these pretty automatically. So let's make 3 more of those. What am I missing? I'm missing quartz. That's what I'm missing. So let's make some more of these. I'm missing redstone now. I'll pull out another stack of redstone and another stack of quartz. And that's good for now. That is very good for now. So we'll take the storage cells and upgrade them to clusters. And then we'll take the clusters and upgrade it to a block. And I'm going to take 2 blocks, and then I'm going to take my blocks and make them into drives. There we go. 2 16K storage drives. These guys are pretty hefty. They can store a lot of stuff. And the partition editor is actually what I'm going to use to tell this what it can store. So we're going to have this be my, this is going to be my ingots storage unit. Now, because I have formatted it now and there is nothing inside, it will not store anything. Nothing will be stored in this this ingots drive. As you can see, I can... Oh, it's storing stuff in it. Okay, it's not supposed to because it's formatted with nothing. Maybe it's because it's formatted with nothing. It's not doing anything. So let's take my ingots drive. It's just named now. It doesn't actually have a format. And we'll put a ghost ingot in there. It doesn't actually consume the ingot, so don't worry. Alright, so it's partitioned to be precise now. Because it has an ingot in there, it now cannot store anything other than iron ingots. Now I have no space to store anything, so it's not going to. But I can put some iron ingots in there, and now I have 122 iron ingots, and you can see that that is 1 types, and 122 ingots is 144 bytes. And as you can see, that can get full really fast. And if I want to do this, if I want to keep this storage drive, to keep putting stuff into it, I'm going to have to go back and forth and grab all my ingots and make a copy of them over there. And it's going to take a lot of time to do this, but it can hold 63 types of ingots. So that's why I named it ingot, so it'll only store my ingots for me. I don't want it to store any diamonds or anything like that. The other drive here is going to be the one that stores my my coal, iridium, quantum dust, diamonds, emeralds, and probably sapphires, rubies, garnets, paradots probably. Can I convert that into no? There's going to be 2 different types of paradots. Okay, I see how it is. I'll stick my paradots, ender pearl dust, negascale, steel leaf, topaz. I don't know where I got that topaz from. Probably from a mine. I'll stick my uranium ore in there for now. You know, that kind of stuff will be on my second 16K here. But I don't want to stop here and keep this as my only drives. Like I said, I'm going to want some 4K drives, because the 4K drives will allow me to store other miscellaneous stuff, like I can just start shift clicking stuff in there. I'm also going to want another 16K, and this is why I want it for my redstone, my glowstone, my nether quartz, my lapis, saltpeter, probably my coal, my normal coal, and apatite, sulfur, that kind of stuff. I might not even store my saltpeter because it's going to be a waste of space, I think. But we'll get to that when we get to it, I guess. I'm going to want some 4K drives now, and they are going to be what stores my everything else. I'm going to keep these drives out until I partition them. No, I don't want the enchantment table. So for now, let's stick a chest here and stick these guys in there, right? Alright, and I want these 4K drives, so I'm going to need storage segments, I believe it was. Yeah, storage segments, which is 3 of these. I was able to make 9, so then I can make... what am I missing? Redstone. I'm going to be able to make... oh, missing iron now. As you can see, this can get really costly really fast. So there we go, 3 storage segments, and I can stick these into this slots here, these slots. And these segments right here will store anything that I don't classify on another disk. Or rather, if that disk has filled up, it will overflow into these guys instead of just not going in. Alright, and then the next up, I want some more 4K, but I don't know if I can really make that. Yeah, I can make one more 4K. That'll be good for now, I guess. And then I'll want 6 more later at one point. But unfortunately, since my my stuff is running low here, I'm going to have to get away from that. Let's sort out my inventory here, because I got a bunch of stuff I don't need on me. This quartz out of here, all this quartz, my glowstone and redstone. Iron needs to get out of here. Oh no, glass does not go in there. Alright, and now we'll show you guys the ME wireless thing here. In order to charge this, I believe I can use EU, which I believe I can charge with the bat box. Yeah, there we go. Unfortunately, it uses up quite a lot of the bat box, so we'll go over here and we'll charge it up super fast with this guy. There we go. Full energy linked access terminal here. I believe I have to actually link it, yeah, to this guy. Do I stick it in here? I forget how to link these guys. Yeah, I forget how to link it. Maybe it's this? This? Ah, here it is. It's this. In the controller, if you place it up there, it'll link it to this AE system. So that this AE system uses this this controller here. So if we go over way over here, we'll see that we'll still be able to access my terminal, but there's no signal right up to the edge of my farm. There's a signal, so it goes pretty far with the boosters in there. However, if I take those boosters out and I go over here, still access it from here, same from there, but right here, it ends right here, so yeah, like right at the edge of this edge of my farm. So that 16 booster gave it about 16 or 20 blocks or something like that. It's probably a block per booster, so it's definitely good to put in there if you have a very large base. It also extends upwards and downwards. Yeah, see, I have no signal up here at the top of my base on the other side. And if I go up even further, yeah, on the top of my mountain I wouldn't have a signal. So it is pretty much required if you have a large base that you put these wireless booster pack in there in order to boost your signal. But that is the ME system, guys. There's nothing else to do except for load this thing up with crafting recipes so that it can automatically craft things. Once I get enough resources and enough automation going on to show you guys the interface and how that works, as well as the buses, I will get back to that. But for now, I'm going to have to let that thing do its thing and wait till I get a little bit more resources. This thing is, wow, it's full. These things are all full. It's done its job very well indeed. And this thing is done. Yep, done. Got more glass. I can take all this glass out there. And good. Take these dusts here, and if I come up here and craft them into sawdust or compressed sawdust. I can go down here and cook them up and use the coal or the charcoal in my slag furnace instead of the coal that I have up there now. Also, one thing to note as well, while I was in the nether I decided to mine some ardite and some cobalt in order to get back all the resources I used it for when I was using my sword and my pickaxe, and I ended up coming out quite far ahead. I started out with 52 ingots or something like 40, 49, somewhere around there, and I ended up with a stack and 18, and I got a little bit more ardite, so it came out quite positive and quite happy for that. And yeah, so I think that's it for the ME system. It's time to move on to something else, and I think next episode we'll go into the essence, magical essence mod, so I can have magical crops or whatever, the stuff. Yeah, magic essence. We're gonna start using this in the next episode, and to do that I'm probably gonna expand my farm a couple of rows this way. I think probably two more rows this way, because I'm going to need a couple of crops here, and obviously I definitely don't have enough essences to make, you know, two more of these rows of essences full, but I will definitely have enough to start on a couple of different types of bush or berries, essence berries. And on another note, I also want to be able to get to the end, so I think I might take my 16, I might take half a stack of these pearls here, and I might go try to find the end, because I need some end stone to make the those ender lilies grow faster over here. I also want to know where the end is pretty early, so that I can easily access and get over there. And to get to the end easier, I am going to also make a link book, I think. Don't think I have any ink left. No, I'm gonna have to get some ink made and a linking panel and make another linking book like I did here. That will go to the end, and next episode maybe I'll show you guys the end. But in between episodes I'm going to be making the plots and finding the end. So I will see you guys next episode. Thank you for watching, and I hope you guys have a Merry Christmas, because I won't upload anymore today. It will be 3 episodes today, just so that it covers the entire ME system in 3 episodes. And if you want to watch all 3 in one day, then you can, but you don't have to. So Merry Christmas, guys. If you're watching this on Christmas or just before Christmas, you will see my next episode uploaded on Christmas, which will be, like I said, featuring the magic crops and me entering the end. I don't think I'm going to be battling the dragon just yet, but I will be entering the end. On that note, thank you for watching, guys, and I will see you next time. If you like my videos, if you like what I do, then please leave that follow or a like for my video. I really do appreciate it, and it really does help, guys. Thank you a lot, and goodbye.